Children being left in hot cars in Australia is a really big issue. Each year, 5,000 or more children are rescued by emergency services from their vehicle because they have been left unattended in a hot car. On a hot summer's day, a car's temperature will rise to be 20, 30 or 40 degrees hotter than the day outside. So that would mean on a typical Aussie summer's day of 30 degrees in the shade, that car will quickly rise towards 40, 50, 60 or even 70 degrees in heat. Children become very rapidly dangerously hot. They become very rapidly dehydrated. And the combination of heat stress and dehydration can, even within minutes, bring a child to the point of being unconscious and to even dying. Whenever a child is brought to the hospital in a state of heat stress and dehydration, it's so upsetting. It's so upsetting because the parent is often terribly upset and distressed by what has happened, which is something that there was no intent behind this. There's a group of parents who are making misguided decisions that justify in their minds leaving a child in a car in that moment. For example, I'm only gone for a few minutes. Most of the dangerous heat rise happens in the first 5 minutes, so that doesn't protect them. It might be, but I've parked the car in the shade. Parking a car in the shade does not stop the car achieving these dangerous levels of heat. It might be, I've wound the window down a few centimetres. No, people have tested that scientifically, and winding the window down does not reduce the amount of heat that is dangerously accumulated in the car, hurting the child, risking their life. And then there's another group of parents we're also really wanting to reach out to, and these are the distracted and exhausted parents. This is the parent that goes to do their shopping, having forgotten that the child was even in the car. This is not to blame a parent in that moment. This is to fully understand the pressures and exhaustions and distractions on a parent in that moment. And so there's a very real need to create behaviours that remind them that the fact that they have to take their baby with them. Many parents have the habit of leaving something on the front seat. Some people have a sign or some other signal on their dashboard which reminds them that they have a baby in the car with them. We need people to look before they leave. These are things that really help and have been shown to increase the safety of children who would otherwise be left in a hot car.